G'day guys and welcome to another Nathan's Beer Review. Today I'm looking at the first in what is going to be 4 Gage Roads beers, since I got a tasting pack of Gage Roads craft beers from BWS for my birthday. And that is their Single Fin Summer Ale, a 4.5% alcohol by volume, dry hopped and unfiltered Australian style summer ale. Never had it before. I've never had any of the Gage Road stuff before. They're starting to get a little bit more popular. I think they've been around for a little while. But this is the only beer I've seen that's available on tap in some pubs around the CBD, which I've seen around, but I've never really been inclined to try. Summer beers for me are a bit hit and miss. The tropical ales and whatnot, but they're really starting to gain popularity here in Australia. All the big breweries are now starting to churn them out. All the little craft breweries have a summer ale or a tropical or a Pacific ale or something light and fruity, rooty tooty. That's not the same. Rooty tooty, light and fruity. So yeah, the Single Fin Summer Ale. It's been 30 degrees today. Just got home from work. Did a few chores and keen to smash a couple of beers. Bit about the beer. It's brewed by Gage Roads Brewing Company in Palmyra, Western Australia, so down near Fremantle, I believe. It's 1.2 standard drinks in this brown stubby bottle. Cool little artwork, sort of the West Australian coast. It's got a ship out in the sea with the palm tree, not the palm tree, the coastal pine tree sort of thing. Single Fin Summer Ale, more refreshing than a face full of the Frio Doctor. We brew this beer with sun-drenched summer days in mind. Light-bodied and chock full of aromatic Galaxy and Enigma hops. Like all of our beers, it's unfiltered for flavour and freshness. So, sounds pretty refreshing for a hot summer's day. As I mentioned, tropical and summer beers are all the rage here in Australia at the moment. Ever since Stone and Wood kicked off with their Pacific Ale, which is still probably by far the most popular. And now we have beers like, I think Little Creatures brew one now. James Squire has a Pacific Ale. I've reviewed Matilda Bay's Wild Yak, which is a Pacific tropical ale, which wasn't terrible, but I think that was like the second or third review I ever did. It wasn't terrible, but it was a little bit more watery than I'd like. Now, as for what everyone else thinks of this beer, Beer Advocate gives it a 3.38 out of 5 out of 6 ratings. So not a lot of ratings, but 3.38 out of 5 gets an okay rating. And Rate Beer gives it a 19 overall and a 24 for the style. So that's out of 34 ratings, a 2.79 out of 5. So again, probably a bit of an average score, but the thing about these summer and tropical ales and these Pacific ales is, they're light and fruity. They're really a little bit watery, meant to be really refreshing on 30 to 35 degree Aussie summer days by the beach, hot sun, beach days, pool days. They're meant to be just light refreshing. They're not overly pungently hopped. They're just light, rooty tooty, fresh from fruity, I think is the expression. So I'm pretty thirsty. Best before of these beers, I'm not entirely sure. 23rd of August 2019. So it's the 18th of December today. So it's pretty fresh. There's the cap heads for you. There's the cap for your cap heads. If it's gonna focus. It's just a gold crown with a trident. And it says, use an opener, not your eye socket. That's pretty sage advice, guys. There you go. Use an opener, not your eye socket. Yeah, that would hurt. Don't do that. I'm going to pour it into my IKEA tumbler because it's the only clean glass I can muster at the moment. Yeah, a little bit of smoke on the opening, nothing to really start up smoke signals with, but let's see how it goes in the tumbler. Pretty aggressive pour. Dry hopped. There is no little bits that I can see. The appearance is light and golden, looking very much like a tropical summer ale. Very light, very fruity, very refreshing. Slightly hazy, so it's not fully filtered. It's just very light straw colour. You know, that light orangey, yellowy sort of appearance. Decent levels of carbonation flowing up to 1 to 2 fingers of frothy, soapy looking white head, depending on how fat your fingers are. From here, I can already smell it smells quite refreshing. Getting your classical summer ale, tropical ale smells. You know, you're getting that mango, that passion fruit, sort of rock melon. You know, really like thirst quenching sort of fruit aromas. A little bit of grassiness from the hops. A little bit of pale malt sweetness. Not sure what hops they use on this one. I don't think they, looking at their website now, I don't think they, no, they don't give us the hops or the malts. Oh no, they do, sorry. Chock full of aromatic Galaxy and Enigma hops. I already read that on the bottle. Yeah, I already read that on the bottle. I'm an idiot. I'm half asleep. I just came home from a 10-hour shift at work, so I'm completely bugged. 25 IBUs, so it's not the most bitter of beers. And 11 EBCs at 4.5% alcohol by volume. I don't know what EBC stands for. The energetic bitterness chart, I don't know. But 25 IBU, so it's not the most bitter of beers. Smells pretty alright. Let's give it a dive. Cheers, guys. Very refreshing. It's light, thin to medium mouthfeel, with a really, really smooth, fruity, you know, following up on the nose, that rock melon, mango, passion fruit, courtesy of the Galaxy hops. Good levels of carbonation, gives it a bit of a, you know, give it a sting around the inside of the mouth, pushes the beer around the mouth. Extremely refreshing. It's got slightly more body to it than a Matilda Bay Wild Yak. It's got a slightly better bitterness to it. A nice dry bitterness to it. Very, very easy drinking. Very, very sessionable. A little bit watery. The high levels of carbonation give it that slight soda water feel about it, but there's enough going on with the Enigma and the Galaxy hops to let you know that you're not definitely drinking a soda water or a beer-flavoured soda water. It's not quite as good as a Stone and Wood Pacific Ale, but it's not too far off. I would definitely rate it higher than a Wild Yak, Matilda Bay Wild Yak, but not quite as good as a Stone and Wood. Just a very easy drinking, very sessionable, at 4.5% alcohol by volume summer ale, you know. Sit at a pub on the beach with this, sit in a pool with it. You know, you can drink these all day, no worries. So, it's definitely a good summer ale. Would I drink it again? Absolutely. You know, if we found a 6-pack of them on special, or if it was, you know, relatively priced at a pub, you know, on the beach. Definitely an easy drinking, sessionable summer ale. So, I'm going to give it a B+. I think it's a really, really decent summer ale. It's, you know, got enough to let you know that you're in the west coast of Australia. Definitely a good beer for those really hot 30-degree day summers. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching the review. If you liked it, click like, click subscribe. Tell me if you want me to review your favourite beer down in the comments box. Tell me what you think of this beer, if you've had it before, if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next review, guys. Cheers.